My name is Lauren Phelps. I'm in 8th grade, and this summer I had the amazing opportunity to go on the junior high Colorado adventure trip. God called me to go on this trip for two main reasons. Most importantly, I needed to replace my faith battery. I go on a church trip every summer, and I always return with a renewed spirit and a positive attitude. This was the perfect way to be changed, experiencing God through nature and new friends. I am also a very adventurous person, so this trip met my real adventure requirements. I loved every aspect of this trip, and there were so many surprises. But not only did I come back refreshed and relaxed, I also came back recharged, changed, and inspired. God spoke to me during this week many different ways. The first of those through meeting some amazing guides at Noah's Ark. The things that made them stand out were the fact that they weren't afraid to be themselves. They joined in, and they had lots of fun with us, and they were full of energy and love for God. They made each of our adventures that more delightful. Secondly was the wildlife. We saw some burrowing critters in the mornings, a salamander, some geese, an antelope, and a lot more. More importantly, however, was our growing and bonding as a group. Yes, we had meetings once a month beforehand, but I feel like we didn't really start to get to know each other better until the trip started. There was so much encouragement going on, and we felt like one big family. It was amazing to see other students inspired by that, and because of that, they were able to overcome physical and mental obstacles that they weren't sure about. On this trip, nobody was alone. We were all together. Everybody had their own role they played in the group. Just like the body can't function as well without arms and legs, our group's jobs wouldn't have been fulfilled without all of us. Every night, we did devotions by ourselves, in small groups and in our large group. So that meant that we got to reflect on our faith personally, as well as have some valuable discussion time, followed by seeing other perspectives. Looking back, there were two topics that really impacted me. The first being where our shadow is placed. The first question on Monday's devotion stated, "Cartoons usually show our shadows following behind us, sometimes mocking us, sometimes dancing with us, but almost always behind us. What happens when our biggest shadows, our biggest unknowns, are in front of us?" My initial thought was, well, when our biggest shadows are in front of us, worry would consume us more. It would be a greater source of anxiety if we knew what the future held. When we offer ourselves to God, we don't need to worry. Some of the members of my small group had a different perspective, however. They stated that having our shadow in front of us could show us our full potential. You can look at it either way, but we only have one shadow. In order to place it properly, we need to be looking towards God. The second topic that intrigued me was who is beyond our borders. We make distinctions all the time between other people and ourselves. It's as if we have invisible boundaries between groups of people. But God calls us into some of those boundaries we might not feel as comfortable entering. But if nobody entered them, nothing is going to change. We can experience new things and inspire new people by going out of our comfort zones. This trip was an amazing experience, and I would recommend it to anyone. You will not regret signing up for this trip in the future. The only thing you will regret is if you don't sign up next time Trinity takes this trip. Now, school is starting very soon, and the routines will start to fall into place again. I don't know about you, but I'm going to approach it with the attitude of a follower, carefully placing my shadow and venturing out of my comfort zone to inspire, teach, be taught, and listen to other people. Thank you.